What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. Today's topic, I'm going to do a two-part series because I've been having conversations lately about this whole marriage, relationship, long-term relationship, what's a wife, what's a husband, so on and so forth. So what I wanted to do today is give my perspective on what I believe these particular components, these particular parts of that relationship, what you should be looking from what it is to be a husband, what you should be looking for, what it is to be a wife. But before I get started, before I get to the good stuff, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you feel it necessary to do so. I so much appreciate it. I actually checked my numbers this morning. I'm at 192 subscribers. Thank you guys who have subscribed thus far. Let's go ahead and try to get me to 200. I need 8 more subscribers and we gonna be there. I appreciate each and every one of you. But you guys know what I do on this channel. You know what it is when you see my face pop up. I get cooking. That's what I do over here. And that's what I'm gonna do today. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the women about this. Fellas, feel free to listen because this is beneficial for you to understand and know as well. But ladies, what is it to be a wife? There is a huge amount of what I believe confusion still in the current day market. We have Google, we still have Yahoo, we have Wikipedia, we have so many sources of information, right? But why is it that it's so hard for women to understand what it is to be a wife? What does it look like? What does she talk like? What does she dress like? How does she act? I'm going to do my best today to share what I believe those characteristics look like. Now, some may be asking, how are you qualified as a man, Daniel, to speak on this particular subject? Well, I'm world traveled. I've been about 18 different countries, lived in several different countries, been to most places in the United States, immense amount of experience. I can go so on and so forth. This is not about me. This is about the fact that I would like to share information that will hopefully help those who are seeking to grow to this particular place in life and find a place to where their relationships can be further enriched and prosperous. Now, one of the people that I've had the privilege of observing for pretty much my entire life is my mother. My mother is 62 years old. She has been married now 38 years to one man and happy. One thing I've found out about my mother, which I found interesting and which maybe you guys will find interesting. Hopefully you do. My mother decided when she was 21, 22 years old, if I'm not mistaken, she married at 25, yes, that she was going to stop dating. And the reason why she did this, ladies and gentlemen, is because she decided in her mind that it was now time to commit to being a wife before her husband ever showed up. Now, what does that look like? What it looked like for her is that for 2 whole years, my mother would go home, put her bags down after work, run bath water, cook a meal, not for 1, but for 2, and talk to her husband. Now, some of you guys may be sitting there judging like, wait, so your mother was like cuckoo, like she needed like help, like she was one of them like rocking straitjacket type of women, right? No. What my mother understood was that just like most people are starting to understand the whole manifestation thing, that if anybody that is listening to the sound of my voice has been in church for even a little amount of time, you understand manifestation. Well, that is the principle she was practicing. She understood that in order for her to call those things that be not as though they were, she had to act, because faith without works is definitely dead. Now, this is not a sermon by any means, but I do like to use certain principles that are biblically based because they're sound and you can stand on them. You can have a reference point. But anyway, back to the story. So my mother did this for 2 years, and this was the decision she made. She came to the conclusion that it didn't make sense because she knew she wanted to be married, because she knew she wanted a husband. Why would she subject herself to continual attention that was not going to lead to that? And in her brief dating history, she found that most men didn't want to take her seriously. She found that most men just wanted to fool around, play around, and even to her testament, she told me that a lot of men, once they discovered the character of the woman she was, that they end up just leaving her alone because that wasn't their interest. They didn't want a wife. They didn't want to be married. They were still in their transitional stage in life where they just wanted to play around. Why am I sharing this with you, ladies? I'm sharing it with you because there seems to be this mindset that in order for you to become a wife, all it requires is for you as a woman to accept a man's proposal. I'm here to tell you, as a man, ladies, that is not true. In order to be a wife, it is the mindset and how you decide to carry out your life. It is the disciplines that you have. It is the meekness that you have. It is the character that you have. Because on top of the fact that this man is attracted to you, on top of the fact that this man wants to, recruit a woman that is beautiful and appeasing to his eyes, no man wants to recruit a woman that is going to be problematic. No man wants to recruit a woman that is going to be disorganized. No man wants to recruit and keep a woman that is going to be someone that's going to bring drama, headaches, discourse, chaos into his life. No man. Now, some of you may be saying, Daniel, that's not true. I know this person and I know this person. I've even had men, I've gotten several men, and I'm not necessarily the sweetest or the nicest girl. Well, check this out. Look down at your left ring finger and tell me where it stands. Tell me how many carats that you're repping. Tell me how often that you've been pursued to actually be somebody's wife. Well, then I suggest you continue to listen, because I'm telling you, as a man, being in the market, being someone who for years dated, hung out with ladies, hung out with women, and was pursuing quality, I could tell you who was wife material and who wasn't, just based on conversation. How, you may say. I know you guys want to know. You're like, what is the secret? What is it that I need to do in order to get what I want? I'll tell you. You're going to have to work. Ooh, that word. Work? Do you know what you're telling me? So you're telling me that as a modern woman, Daniel, I have to do more than what I'm already doing? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. In order to be a wife, ladies, being a wife is not about what you get, but about more what you're willing to give. And if you as a woman can stand right now, look yourself in the mirror and say that you are willing to sacrifice your life, give up your comfort, your freedoms, your happiness, your interest, your goals, your dreams for the pursuit of a man's program, then you may just be ready to be a wife. But if you have any type of ill will, resistance, or any type of reluctance to the very things that I just listed, guess what? You're not ready. A man, when he decides that he wants to marry you, what he is doing, ladies, is he's deciding to be aligned with someone that is going to be about him. Now, some may be saying, well, oh, that's small penis energy, or that's, small, penis energy. That's a man that's insecure, because a man should be able to stand next to a strong woman. A man should be able to feel it necessary to compete. No, I'm telling you, ladies, that if you have the combative mindset that you think that a man wants to recruit you for a wife, to fight with you, to recruit you for a wife, to be someone that he has to always convince, to recruit you for a wife, to be someone that he also has to go to war with, always have to, over-explain his position, over-explain his point of view, over-explain his agenda, over-explain his request, beg, plead for respect, consideration, treatment, sex, attention, you won't be a wife. You'll never make it. The problem that I see right now with modern women is that they bought into propaganda. They have bought into this narrative that the world is yours, it's your oyster, you can do as you want, you can move as you want, you can show up as you want. And guess what? You can. But see, ladies, just like I've been saying on this channel, and I'm going to continue to say, accountability, the choices you make sometimes, ladies, has long-lasting ramifications. Sometimes when you make a choice when you're 20, it will last until you're 35, 40, 50, or a lifetime. And see, that's where a lot of women, I don't believe, weigh their choices, the things that they do. I learned a long time ago, shout out to my father because he taught me this, that life in itself, son, is choice-driven. Life is choice-driven. What did he mean by that? What he meant by that was that, son, you have to sit back and sit for a second. That the choices you make are of the utmost importance that you can't sit here and say that you were a victim when you had the right and the opportunity to make the choice. With the freedom to choose, comes the responsibility of what comes after that choice. And ladies, I'm here to tell you, a lot of you women make crappy choices. You know, the piercings, the tattoos, the body count. I just stumbled across something, I think it was last night, that some girl was celebrating the fact on TikTok, I believe, that she has slept with 40 guys. And her friends threw her a party. They got her a cake and everything. And I was disgusted by this because who celebrates slutty behavior? I can't understand that. But anyway, not to get off topic, back to what I was saying. If you, ladies, decide that you want to be a wife, then the choices that you make from the time that you're 16, 17, 18, and on will determine where you end up. A man is looking, especially a quality man, but men in general are looking for an unscathed, untampered, clean, respectable woman. Someone that they will be proud to put a ring on. Someone that they will be proud to come home to. Someone that they will be proud to align themselves with for a lifetime. Why? Because you represent that man. And I know, again, I can hear some ladies on here, well, Cardi B got tattoos. Cardi B's ratchet as hell. Cardi B did this, and, you know, Megan did this, and all of those. And look at the type of men they get. No diss to Offset, because Offset and his talent and all that, great, good. But most women collectively, internationally, are not looking for Offset. If Offset was not a celebrity, then he wouldn't even be considered. He wouldn't even be an honorable mention. And that's my point. Women, being a wife starts way before you even have a boyfriend. Being a wife starts way before you even start dating. It's a mindset. Just like winners have a mindset that they understand, I gotta be willing to die on the court, on the field, on the ice, on the battlefield, in the ring. Winners have a mindset. They go into it way before they throw their first punch, shoot their first shot. It's the same thing. And it's war out here, ladies. The dating environment is war. If you are not willing to give up your life, then you're not a wife. And that's okay. That's okay. But stop saying that there's no good men. Stop saying that dudes don't want to be serious. Stop saying that guys don't want to commit. Most, if not all, of what's occurring now is that most women don't even understand what men are looking for, what they want. And what I always find so interesting is that I know when a woman has been guarded and covered by a man, by her actions, by the way she processes information, by the way she thinks, by the way she even interacts with me or even other men. There is telltale signs that us men look for, ladies, when we are in the market for a wife. And we will know soon enough, it won't even take long, if you possess the very necessary skill set, and yes, I said skill set, to even qualify for me to get down on one knee and give you a ring to my love, my commitment, my devotion, my family, my resources, and my legacy. Most of you women do not qualify. And if you want to be a wife, I suggest that you right now do a self-assessment on your life. You look at how you speak. You look at how you dress. You look at what type of things do you involve yourself with. And you start asking men, hey, is this ladylike? Is this classy? Is this respectable? How would your mom feel if you brought me home? And wait for their reaction. So that's what I want to touch on today. We're approaching our 15-minute mark. I'm not going to hold you guys too long. It's Friday. I know you guys want to get off work or get home, get ready to go out and do whatever it is you do. Be safe. I will touch further on this topic. I'll probably do a part 2, but I definitely will do a segment of it to where I'm going to talk about the men. I'm going to give men the same type of breakdown on what it is to be a husband. And I'm going to do that Monday. So you guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. If you have not done so already, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I do appreciate it. This is Daniel Rucker with Truth Table signing out. Have a blessed weekend. Until next time. Thank you.